They're clear to join. And Puddle is barking at the Wolves because there's also a dog. Dog does play for Wolves. Here's Puddle. Good touch. Decent pass and couldn't follow it up. And here we are. This is... Let me check this out again. There's the demo. But this is the number 4 versus the number 5, so it already they're being tested in the quarterfinals. What a shot! Going the distance and no!
Off the post!
Sends back in! Don!
También se prepara Esteban Granero, el pirata, por cierto, las reacciones en el banquillo.
¡Ojo a Cristiano! ¡Cristiano del área! ¡Sigue Cristiano! ¡Gol!
What a play. Wolves with some pressure. You got to do that on Monday, Margarita Monday. Well, today's Tuesday, Taco Tuesday, and Don is going to double up on us, speaking of twos, immediately on the kickoff.
Can I get a, oh yeah?
Puts it in the net. Puddle has a hard time getting back to it. Wolves are up by 2. My kids made fun of me today because I kept saying that. Rightfully so. It's really a joke you just say once and then, you know, you let everyone go on with their lives. Pops up. Here's limp shooter. Ironically, with a bit of a limp shot, gets hit by his teammate on the up. I said it once per class. Yeah, but they probably heard you were doing that. How many classes? You got, what, 8 periods or 4? Do you ever have block scheduling? I had block scheduling. Here's Dog. Can't get to it. It's a doozy. Captain for Nuns with Puns. Driving off the wall there, and Nuns find themselves in an early 2-goal deficit here. Here's Don. Looking for the hat trick. He's 2 for 2 on his shots so far, and no one scoops up that pass. Speaking of passes, another one, and a great clear out. That looks like Cube was in on that touch. 9 periods, and I teach 6 of those. Okay, there's another demo.
Well, he ain't getting any deader.
And here's Cube. He's looking fast. No help. And it's going the other way. A doozy gets caught out of position. Limp shooter. This one's not so limp.
I wouldn't venture out there, fellas. This sniper's got talent.
Two minutes, 45 seconds left in game 1. We already started this triple header night with the sweep. And it's much too early to tell here, but Go Wolves are doing exactly what they came to do. Up 3-0. Haven't let none score. And Doozy looking for the dribble. He gets clocked at midfield. Don drives in. Doozy. 50's up, limp shooter. Out of the corner, he gets dunked off the post, and Dog sends it out. Good clear there for Dog. Limp shooter puts it against the backboard. Dog, no!
Off the post!
And a double miss there. Dog puts it against the sidewall. Lot of commotion here outside the orange net, and Doozy goes flying again. Puddle trying to set himself up. Use the last of his boost. Gets to 50. Here's Doozy. Doozy has been playing very shallow as the third man, and he has been burned a few times. Looks good there, but just for a moment as he loses possession. Limp Shooter pops up. Not quite grazes the ceiling. And Dog driving through. Takes 100 boosts. Great shot, another demo.
Killtrocity.
And as we said, Wolves have made their statement here in game one. Can't imagine them allowing a comeback here as they're looking for goal number 4. And the defense has really bolstered for Nuns with Puns. Pops up and Neb says, "Would like to point out it's Tuesday, 2/22/2022." Yeah, that's pretty much what everyone's talking about today. And I wouldn't have minded it had I gone for margaritas, but alas, I did not. Here's Cube driving down the field, another demo.
That's assault, brother.
This might be a chippy game here, a chippy series, as Cube collects another save. So Wolves with the win, and Puddle's still barking. Puddle's still barking. He's trying to communicate with Dog, I think. Or maybe the entire team of Wolves trying to speak their language. But right now, Wolves are only speaking in wins. Don, 2 goals, 1 save, 4 shots. From him personally, 11 total from Wolves. And we are already done with the intermission. And just like we saw from the stat line, Wolves are not giving up pressure. They're gonna pound on your net. They're gonna shoot at your goal. $50 up to the ceiling. Limp Shooter gets dunked. Cube gets up. Don drops it down to the midfield. Here's Dog. And look at this flowy play from Wolves. Beautiful. Beautiful.
Mathematical!
You get every player of your threes team involved on that one. They pass it around. They bang it against the back wall. And it ends with a goal. Wolves back in the lead. And here comes Dog on the side wall. Puts it against the back wall. Limp Shooter sends a limpy one. And can't finish on the rebound. Tay-Pad. Appreciate the prime sub, Tay. There's a shot. Upper 90. Bangs around.
Off the post.
And another save. This one by Doozy. And this is a theme that we've seen from Nuns with Puns towards the end of game one. They had 3 goals scored on them that they let through, and they really cinched down on their goal line. Even this first goal in this game from the Wolves, it was toughly defended. It was just picture perfect execution from the Wolves. Another demo.
Get him a body bag. Yeah.
And Bolts is in the house. No cast for Bolts, I guess, today. But you cast early. You might have had something. But what up, Bolts? Chat, check them out. Another one of our IGL casters. And the demos are around. It's a minefield out there. Keep your head on the swivel. Limp Shooter floats one. Cube sends it out to the corner. Bounces out. The dunk! And now Dog gets involved. Let's hear your barking.
That was legitness.
Nah, none today, but I got a couple tomorrow. All right, there we go. So Wolves up by 2. 3 minutes, 10 seconds. Good cheat up. And Nuns with Puns have not scored a goal yet in this series. They do coming to this game as, hold on, great cross and a dunk. Limp shooter flexing on him with this one.
Jeepers, mister, you're really strong.
And once more, every member of the Wolves, the whole pack, touches this ball before it ends up in the blue net. And with this kind of ball movement, it is very hard to defend. You know, you can rotate, you can position yourself, you know, as well as you want, but you have to account for the ball movement, the passing, and really just the accuracy, to be frank. Off the post and another save.
Outstanding.
Huddle on that one. Great save. He just jumped in at the nick of time. There's the dunk. Dog sends it to the backboard. Dropping down. Cube empties it out. Dog sends it right back, and here's the pressure now. Starting that ball movement. And Dog lifting up his leg here.
Keep that change, you filthy animal.
Sinful Sin, what up, sir? Some pigs in China are the size of bears. That's terrifying. You know, I don't know why people got tired of animal facts. You know, those are lit. And we get the first goal. Cube from the midfield. What a banger. Limp shooter can't get to it, and Nuns with Puns finally score a goal. And maybe this is the spark that they needed to get in the face a little bit for the Wolves. Here's a hopper. And Don is in. What a play.
Encara Messi, 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 gol, 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 gol.
That's an alpha Pokemon right there. Well, China, they have a really big problem with wild boars. There's a lot of videos where boars are just goring the population. They're just chasing people down. They're really full of testosterone and aggressive. Papa Mink, appreciate the follow. What a great pass, not touched by a Wolf member. You would know that, wouldn't you? Bro, we all surf the World Wide Web, okay? We've all seen just crazy ass videos. And that's one I've seen. I'm not a man of knowledge. I am a man of trivial, useless knowledge. Here's Don. Up the wall, can't get to it, full of boost. Hold on, he might be in a perfect position. Tries the redirect.
Off the post.
Doesn't finish it up, another demo.
You're not that guy, pal.
And a double miss there, Dog trying to double himself off the back wall into a goal. And we're 5-1 with Wolves enjoying a comfortable lead here. Almost doubles, and an easy roll in from Don with the hat trick. 3 A's, 3 H's in his name. And 3 goals in game number 2. We need a wet trivia night. Get the wives involved or something. Pyro, you can get... What do you mean, like trivia about wet or just random trivia? And your girl can play community night whenever she wants. That's the Brazil. That is the Brazil. Cube lets it down up to the outlet. What a redirect. Not only do they get the Brazil, but they do it in flashy fashion. Cube bounces out the wall. Can you forfeit a match game? You can, I guess technically, you know, because it's happened, but I would just, I would play out the third goal, but I can look up the rules if we want to wait. Yeah, it would essentially be a DQ. Nuns with, well, I mean, well, the Nuns and Puns, they seem like they're in good spirits. They're still joking around in the chat. I think they realize this one just got away from them. 2-8. Great dunk by Don, and Don has just been a busy boy in this entire series. Off the backboard, Puddle, one to grow on, why not? Great touch, great shot, a 5-goal differential. GG's all around, and the Wolves are going. They are going. So Don, 5 goals, not playing around, 10 shots, shooting 50%. And the Wolves are a little slow to ready up, but here they go now. And 6 saves for Nuns with Puns, and just not good enough. So we might have another sweep here. Back-to-back sweeps. Yes, good eye, Bolts. Nuns with Puns did have a bye week, and my third match of the evening is actually from this same bracket. Boomsack the fourth actually had a bye week as well, as they went undefeated. What a shot off the backboard. And I don't know if you've seen it, Bolts, but I've seen it where the bye week can really throw a team off. They're used to, you know, grinding, playing week in, week out. And the bye week can really throw off their momentum, especially if they weren't able to catch a scrimmage or something like that to stay warm from week to week. So who knows what kind of practice they got in their off week. And Dilly says, don't wait until the game to warm up. That, yeah, you might be able to get away with that in the regular season, but in quarterfinals, it won't pan out very well, as Wolves are starting their offensive onslaught early. There we go, another pass, a lot of ball movement. And Puddle just cannot get over the fact that there's a player named Dog in the lobby. He's not letting it go. He's been barking. He says it's a cat in the picture. He's really distracted. We did, and look how we turned out. And we're also assuming, you know, I'm just saying that that's a thing that, what a dunk there. Midair. Don trying to swing it around, 2 defenders. As Dog gets to the wall, sends it for the backboard, and no go there. Here's Limp Shooter. To the backboard, Doozy sends it out. So a lot of ball movement on both sides here. Doozy tries to get the back pass, a huge dunk, backboard. Don turns around, but he runs into a few defenders. There's a 50. Limp Shooter with the clear. Up the wall. Limp Shooter reading, drops it down. Here's a one-hopper that Don sends the other way. Both teams with a strong midfield presence. We keep ticking down to 2 minutes here. And here's Dog. Great pass. Driving through, and no shot there. Don was there. He has been red hot, lights out, whatever you want to call it. Good save by Cube.
Outstanding.
And Dog is able to high point, make the adjustment. And he's going to show you the heart when he's done. Wolves up by 2. Coming off of a Brazil performance and then some in game 2. Trying to shut it down here in game 3. So far, so good. Here comes a shot. Rolls it. Empty net. There was a goalie there, but looks like, yeah, it's Cube. Drives through. Misses. Last goalie gets beat. I think it was Doozy. Wolves up by 3 now. I'm drinking after a shit work day and ignoring studying. You have to. You have to know when to hold them and when to fold them. So I'm glad you're here, Dilly. I'm glad you're here letting your hair down. And I will never... it's hard to say never, but man, I cannot imagine there's circumstances that would have me go to grad school. Especially considering I never finished my, my bachelor's in the first place. What a shot, what a save. Cube has been there. Cube has definitely been a shining spot on the Nuns with Puns team. Floats it away, crosses, Dog on the other end, and we are under a minute now. This communication, Dog loses the 50. Crossing over. Puddle can't touch. Dog sends it away. The hat trick for Dog. Somebody get that Dog a hat. Duncan scoring, hanging on the rim. You play poker, Fury? I have. I had my degenerative gambling phase, gambler, for sure. Not so much online. Hold on. Hold on! And a cube is in 9 seconds. We should be done here. Please stay tuned for the post-game interview. We're going to recap the series with Don, the captain for the Wolves. And we get to ask about the misspelling in the name. Cube goes up, looking for another goal. Loser goes home, registers for the spring circuit, and winner advances to semifinals. And it's in the snow. It's in the books. Let me set this interview up here. So GG's all around, Nuns with Puns. Couldn't get it done. A rough outing for them. And it's been a while since I've done a triple header on the channel, and it looks like we're 2 for 2 with the sweeps. We'll see how the third game of the night, third match of the night ends. Let me call Don real quick. Oh yeah, Danjot. Wait a minute. I think I was saying his name wrong the whole time. All right, I'm calling him out. It's his first time on the channel. I'm not sure if he's ready for the interview. There he is. Sir.
Hey, how's it going?
It is going well. Can you hear me all right?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yep, sound good. All right, is your name Don or Dan?
Don in game, Dan out of game.
Oh, why are we doing this?
Oh, why not?
Okay, yeah, that's a perfect answer. I don't think anything else would have satisfied me, but
No,
that's perfect.
I think it was something that, like, when something exciting would happen amongst my friends, it was always just like a Dan, and
It
H
was.
is, the
Yeah.
H is just added.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. If you watch the VOD back, I was having some fun with it. It is, you guys had a huge series. Not just one person, but spoiler alert, I am going to ask you to give the game ball to someone. But before we get to that, everyone had a huge game, huge moments. Almost a perfect performance from you guys. Is there anything that you would have liked to have seen that wasn't on the field tonight, or is this exactly what you look to do?
No, we did. We executed exactly what we wanted to do. We had really good rotations that made it really difficult for them to score,
Yes.
and all of our clears were really big. That's an area where we've struggled in the past at times, is getting a little too cute in our own end. So we just kind of came in with the game plan of all three of us, as long as we're in the right spots, the big clears will be on one of our cars, and that's what I think kind of changed, or not changed the game, but like made the series what it was, because we always had somebody that was making a play both on our end and their end.
Right. I'm really glad you said that, because that's kind of my philosophy about the game, especially with threes, is just those big clears, those
Yes.
big, meaningful, well aimed clears, and that definitely was something that you guys excelled at. And even to the point, you mentioned your rotations, you guys were clearing up into the outlets on the field, and someone was even redirecting towards the net on the other end. Is that another aspect of your game that you guys
Definitely.
like to hang your hat on? Okay. Yeah.
Definitely. We like to be in the corners of maybe even a little bit too much in our opponent's end.
Okay.
But when it works like it does today, where we've got somebody
Right.
that's directing the ball into the middle, it works out. Sometimes it doesn't, sometimes it does, but luckily today it did.
Right, and that's the thing. And you guys, you're not undefeated here. You even technically come into this matchup as the a 1 seed underdog.
Yeah.
No pun with the Wolves, I guess. But yeah, I mean, it's not foolproof for sure. If you play against a team that's a little better in the air, a little better at controlling the midfield, yeah, that you'll have a tough day. You're essentially out of position if they snatch it before it gets to you.
Yeah, definitely. We actually, our first season in this last summer 2021, we took second, and the team that beat us, they kind of got us with our own strategy a little bit. They were just a little bit quicker, and we were still trying to reconcile that loss.
Okay. Yeah. I think I have that same problem. My second IGL season, I lost in the championship and got second place, and I don't know. I was never the same. Yeah, I was. But I won first place this past circuit, and it still didn't wash the taste out of my mouth from that first loss. It just felt good, but no, the other one still hurts.
Yeah, we're hoping to. We'll hope to join you in that first place, so we can see if it does actually rinse them out a little bit. But so far, we're playing with a little chip on our shoulder so far these playoffs.
Yeah, joking aside, it is definitely very, very vindicating. You try to tell someone about IGL that doesn't play, and you're like, hey, I won the championship, first place and everything. And like, oh, that's awesome. They're so happy for you. Like, what do you get? And you're like, well, that's the thing.
Of pride.
Right.
Loads and loads of pride.
and a little digital trophy that they take weeks to process. And that's why we do it. No, it's hard. It's hard. It's very, very difficult. It's deceptively difficult. I will say, not only do you have 10 weeks of devoted time, but especially with team play, managing schedules, and then of course just playing the game, being consistent week in and week out, it is so tough, and it only gets harder as the playoffs go along. So no, everyone that has won a first place, they know what it means.
Absolutely. We're hoping to join those greats.
You guys look good. You guys look good. So you'll be facing. I don't know how much you guys scout, but you'll actually be facing the winner of my next cast at the top of the hour tonight.
Oh, cool. We'll have to check that out.
Right. It's the number 1 seed, Busak the fourth. Full disclosure, they play for my org, so I love them dearly. Going against the number 8 Chemic Shock, and you're gonna face the winner of that now that you've punched your ticket to the semis. And just from you talking, it seems like you have been to the semifinals before. So obviously it's best of 7. Is there anything you guys take into special consideration when going in those best of 7s, or is it just kind of just longer Rocket League for you?
It's certainly like a 2-0 lead or down 2-0 doesn't really mean as much. So it's one of those things where when you're up 2-0 in a best of 5 series and you've played like we did the first 2 games, we felt more confident that we could kind of try a few different things. But when it's a best of 7, if you're up 2 or down 2, you really do have to kind of keep wheels on the ground and or in the air or in the arena at least, and and really make sure you buckle down and get that 3. So when the inevitability of you loosening up for that 4th win comes, you have a couple more tries to get it done.
Yeah, that's a good point. I don't think I've ever considered that, as obvious as it seems. Right. Yeah, you go down 2-0 and it doesn't mean anything. In my championship match this past season, I don't mean to keep bringing that up, but it's relevant to the conversation. We went down 0-2 in the series. Yeah. And it's just like, we've all been there, just as Rocket League players. You're never, you're on the field, so you have a feel for the game, and you just kind of have this feeling like, no, they're not better than us. Right. You usually feel that way. Like, we just have to do what we do and just play and take control. And then, yeah, it ended in game 7 overtime. But no, yeah, to your point, it's interesting because with that in mind, it can take a load off of your mind, but it's also, you have the added pressure just because it is semifinals. Definitely. So it's kind of juggling that. How do you guys do with nerves in those moments? Do you feel like you've been there before, or at least to some extent? Does it calm you down in these newer games, this new bracket?
The 3 of us that played tonight, we've got one substitute, Taypad, who came in for a big win last week.
Okay.
So I think he might have been in your chat a little bit too.
No, he subbed. Yeah, shout out Tay.
Yeah. So the 3 of us that played this week, we've played competitive games together since 2014. So this is kind of what we know as far as playing games together go. So we're never too nervous. We kind of know where we're gonna be, and as long as I don't skip rotations, we usually do fairly well. The 2 of them are good and disciplined, whereas I can be the wild card at times.
Well, your performance for you guys tonight might be a poor example of any shortcomings you guys may have, because it just wasn't there. It was just one of those pitch perfect outings for you guys. So here we are. I kind of teased it, but who we giving the game ball to here? Who we got for MVP of the series?
We are going to give it to Limp Shooter. He was talking in our comms about how he wasn't getting the points that Dog and I were, but really his rotations keeping him crisp and the big clears kind of allowed the 2 of us to go off tonight. So
definitely,
we'll give it to Limp Shooter with an honorary ball to Taypad in the chat.
Hey, honorary ball. I didn't even give that as an option. He just does it. I'm just kidding. No. To your point with Limp Shooter, which is such a oh, these names. No, yeah, to his point, your point, he was needed. In 3v3s, you really can't have anyone slacking, especially at this level. This was quarterfinals. And not only was he not slacking, but he had a lot of meaningful touches that just set up this or set up that. I don't know if you guys caught it, but there was 3, maybe 4 plays where everyone on your team touched the ball, and it was one pass to another and then the shot, and that's almost impossible to defend.
Yeah, in that last game, actually, he had the flick on to me on the wall, and I bumped it over to Dog there, and it was just like, yep, this is how this particular series is going. We were always just kind of ready to connect the next one. So we're gonna hopefully ride that into the semis.
Yeah, we'll see. Something we were talking about a little bit and during the cast was that Nuns with Puns had the first round bye. And we were maybe talking about how that might have thrown them off whatever momentum they went into the postseason with, and I won't be able to talk with them, but it's just one of those things to think about. You guys were able to stay warm, stay fresh. You 3-0 the Whiffers last week, and it's always a special feeling to get that first playoff win just out of the way. Because you do it. It relieves tension, because once you get to the top 16, everyone is they're killers. So,
yeah, and I think for the three of us, we were playing some comp before our stream, and we kind of knew going into this game that we were going to be a problem. We were passing the ball well. We were only making mistakes when we knew we were making mistakes. So we knew even if we hadn't played last week, we were feeling confident based on that this week.
Right. All right. So we gave the game ball. Good conversation. Thank you for taking the post game interview.
Yeah, man. Thanks for the cast. We appreciate it. We hope we played to a big audience. But either way, we appreciate you and all you guys do.
Yeah, definitely. So you have the floor. Any shout outs, plugs, anything else you want to bring up that maybe we didn't touch on? Feel free.
Oh no, nobody else on the team deserves anything. We're good.
All right. Well, congrats and good luck the rest of the way.
Yeah. Thank you. Take care.
Peace. All right, hold on. Who do I see here? Is this Bob with the rebrand? Bob, you're gonna report me? Let's see. Is it Rocket League and Apex? Yeah, it's updated. Oh, that's Nightbot's talking about YouTube. What happened, Bob? Your brain